Welcome, dear listeners, and thank you for joining me on this tranquil journey. It is a pleasure to know you have chosen to spend this time with Silas and the Wanderer on our audiobook channel. If you are just joining us, know that we have journeyed together before, our train having gently rolled through the canals of Amsterdam, traced the ancient streets of Rome, and basked in the warm sun of Barcelona. Each destination has offered its own unique rhythm, its own particular peace, and now we find ourselves drawing near to a new and serene local. The soft hum of the train tracks is my constant companion as we approach Stockholm, a city woven from islands and water, bathed in the gentle light of the north. Already I sense a different quality in the air, a crispness and clarity that speaks of clean waters and open skies. From my window, the Swedish archipelago unfolds like a tranquil watercolor painting, countless islands dotting the surface, each a small haven of green and rock. I anticipate exploring quiet gardens, experiencing the warmth of a Swedish Fika in a cozy cafe, and perhaps even finding myself drifting along peaceful waterways. This audiobook, Calm Waters of Stockholm, is an invitation to slow down, to breathe deeply, and to immerse yourself in the gentle rhythm of Scandinavian serenity. Allow the sounds of softly spoken words, the descriptions of tranquil landscapes, and the quiet reflections within to soothe your mind and ease you into a state of peaceful relaxation. We will wander through royal gardens filled with blooming flowers, explore historic cobblestone streets whispering tales of the past, and find ourselves drawn to the calming presence of the surrounding water. So settle in, make yourself comfortable, and let the journey begin. If you find yourself enjoying this tranquil escape, if the gentle pace and peaceful atmosphere resonate with you, I warmly invite you to give this video a like. And if you wish to follow Silas and the Wanderer on our continuing global journey of calm and discovery, please do subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next peaceful destination. Now let us continue and allow the calm waters of Stockholm to wash over you. Chapter 1. The Approach. The train maintains its steady rhythm, a gentle sway that rocks me in a comforting motion. I gaze out of the window as the landscape begins to transform, signaling our imminent arrival. The flat plains of mainland Europe are giving way to a more fragmented, watery world. My eyes trace the evolving scenery, noticing the increasing presence of water and rocky outcrops. The train whistle blows softly in the distance, a sound that seems to harmonize with the tranquil setting. A sense of quiet anticipation settles within me as Stockholm draws nearer with each passing mile. The Swedish archipelago unfolds before me like a delicate map crafted by nature itself. Countless islands, large and small, dot the water's surface, each a unique formation of rock and greenery. The water reflects the sky above, mirroring the soft, diffused light of the northern latitudes. I observe the varying shades of green on the islands, from the deep emerald of dense forests to the paler hues of grassy meadows. Tiny red and yellow houses peek out from among the trees, adding touches of color to the natural palette. It is a scene of serene beauty, a captivating prelude to the city that awaits. As we get closer, the distant skyline of Stockholm starts to emerge on the horizon. I can discern the outlines of buildings, spires, and bridges against the paler sky. It is not a skyline that shouts for attention, but one that blends harmoniously with the surrounding water and landscape. The journey from the heart of Europe has been long, filled with diverse landscapes and changing atmospheres. A sense of gentle satisfaction washes over me as I contemplate the miles traversed, bringing me to this northern haven. Stockholm promises a different kind of peace, a Scandinavian serenity. The air outside feels crisper now, noticeably cooler and cleaner than it has been in recent days. I can almost taste the freshness in the air as I breathe deeply, drawing it into my lungs. Sunlight glints off the water in a myriad of sparkling highlights, creating a dazzling display. The reflections dance and shimmer, adding a sense of movement to the otherwise still panorama. The quality of light here is unique, a soft and diffused illumination that bathes the scene in a gentle glow. It is a light that feels calming, conducive to quiet contemplation. I imagine the city ahead, picturing its waterways and islands interwoven with urban life. Stockholm has always held a certain allure, a reputation for tranquility and sophisticated simplicity. A sense of calm expectancy washes over me, a feeling that this will be a place of quiet exploration and peaceful moments. I look forward to experiencing the unique blend of nature and city that Stockholm offers. The gentle pace of life in Scandinavia seems to resonate deeply with my own rhythm. Inside the carriage, the gentle sounds of the train continue, a soothing backdrop to my observations. The rhythmic clickety-clack of the wheels on the tracks is almost hypnotic. The plush seat cradles me comfortably, inviting a sense of relaxation. A faint aroma of wood polish and leather pervades the air, familiar and comforting. Everything within the wanderer encourages a state of peaceful contemplation. It is a sanctuary of calm amidst the journey. The approach to Stockholm feels unhurried, a gradual unveiling of its beauty rather than a sudden arrival. This slow reveal is welcome, allowing time to fully absorb the changing surroundings. The anticipation builds gently, without any sense of rush or urgency. A profound sense of peace settles over me as the wanderer smoothly glides towards its destination. The calm waters of Stockholm are drawing near, promising a serene interlude in my journey. Chapter 2: First Impressions. The train slows its pace gradually, a gentle deceleration that signals our final stop in Stockholm. A soft announcement echoes through the carriage, spoken in Swedish and then in English, confirming our arrival at Central Station. I gather my belongings, moving with a deliberate slowness, savoring these last moments on the wanderer before stepping into the city. A feeling of gentle curiosity stirs within me as I anticipate my first steps onto Swedish soil. The doors open with a quiet hiss, revealing the platform bustling with a calm sort of energy. Stepping onto the platform, I am immediately struck by the station's atmosphere. It is modern and airy, with high ceilings and clean lines, reflecting a sense of order and efficiency. The sounds are muted, a gentle hum of voices and the soft rolling of suitcases lacking the frantic energy of some larger stations. Natural light streams in through large windows, illuminating the spacious concourse in a soft, even glow. There is a sense of calm competence in the way people move and interact, a quiet purposefulness in their actions. I navigate through the station, following the signs towards the main exit, observing the people around me. Many are tall and fair-haired, with a relaxed and unhurried demeanor. Their clothing is practical and stylish, often in muted tones, reflecting a subtle elegance. Conversations are spoken softly, and there is a general sense of personal space respected by everyone. A feeling of quiet politeness permeates the atmosphere, creating a distinctly Scandinavian impression. The overall ambiance is one of understated sophistication. Emerging from the station, I step out into the city air, which feels even fresher and crisper than I anticipated. The sky above is a pale blue, and the sunlight is gentle, casting soft shadows. I take a moment to orient myself, noticing the wide streets and the absence of overwhelming noise. The architecture around the station is modern yet understated, functional and pleasing to the eye. A sense of spaciousness prevails, even in this central urban hub. The city unfolds before me with an air of tranquil confidence. I hail a taxi, mentioning the name of my hotel, a place I chose for its waterfront location and quiet reputation. The taxi driver greets me with a polite nod, his manner efficient and unobtrusive. The ride is smooth and swift, taking us through wide avenues and along waterways, offering glimpses of the city's layout. I observe the blend of modern buildings and older structures, all seemingly harmonizing within the urban landscape. The city feels well organized and thoughtfully planned. Arriving at the hotel, I am greeted by a simple yet elegant facade overlooking a canal that reflects the sky. The entrance is understated, and the lobby is quiet and tastefully decorated in muted colors and natural materials. The check-in process is efficient and friendly, conducted with a calm professionalism. I am given my key card and directed to the elevators, feeling a sense of peaceful anticipation for my room. The hotel promises a tranquil haven in the heart of the city. Ascending to my floor, I walk along a quiet corridor, the footsteps muffled by the soft carpeting. Reaching my room, I insert the keycard and step inside, finding myself in a space of simple, uncluttered elegance. Large windows offer a view of the canal below, with boats gently gliding on the water. The room is bathed in soft natural light, creating a serene and inviting atmosphere. My first impression of Stockholm is one of calm, understated beauty, a city that seems to breathe with a gentle rhythm. Chapter 3. The Waterfront Hotel. Stepping inside the hotel room, I pause for a moment, letting my senses adjust to the new space. The air inside is still and calm, carrying a faint scent of clean linen and polished wood. My gaze sweeps across the room, taking in the simple yet elegant design that defines the Scandinavian aesthetic. The walls are painted in a soft, muted gray, creating a sense of tranquility and spaciousness. Large windows dominate one wall, offering an expansive view of the canal just below, promising a visual connection to the water. A feeling of immediate serenity washes over me as I absorb the peaceful atmosphere of the room. The furniture is minimalist and functional, crafted from light-colored wood, contributing to the airy feel of the space. A comfortable armchair sits invitingly by the window, beckoning me to relax and enjoy the view. A small desk stands neatly against the wall, providing a workspace without imposing itself on the room's calm ambiance. The bed is simply made with crisp white linens and soft pillows, appearing as a haven of rest. Every element in the room seems carefully chosen for its purpose and its contribution to the overall sense of peacefulness and order. Sunlight filters gently through the sheer curtains, casting a soft, diffused light across the room and warming the light wood floors. The natural light enhances the sense of spaciousness and airiness, creating a bright yet calming environment. I notice the subtle textures of the materials used, from the smooth wood to the soft fabrics, all contributing to a tactile sense of comfort. The overall color palette is restrained and harmonious, with muted tones of gray, white, and natural wood dominating the visual landscape. The design speaks of understated elegance and quiet sophistication. Moving further into the room, I walk towards the window, drawn by the captivating view of the canal. Below, the water flows smoothly, reflecting the sky and the surrounding buildings in a shimmering display. Small boats glide gently along the waterway, their wakes creating subtle ripples on the surface. The sounds from outside are muted, a soft murmur of city life carried on the gentle breeze, blending with the lapping of water against the canal walls. The view provides a constant sense of motion and life, yet it remains tranquil and soothing to observe. I run my hand along the smooth surface of the wooden desk, appreciating the natural grain and the simple craftsmanship. Opening a drawer, I find it glides silently and smoothly, a testament to the quality of the design. The attention to detail is evident in every aspect of the room, from the carefully chosen materials to the thoughtful arrangement of space. Everything feels purposeful and well considered, contributing to the overall feeling of calm and efficiency. This is a space designed for rest and quiet contemplation. Sinking into the armchair by the window, I settle back against the soft cushions and take a deep breath. The view outside is mesmerizing, drawing my gaze and allowing my thoughts to slow down. The gentle sounds of the city fade into the background, replaced by a sense of inner stillness. The room envelopes me in a cocoon of tranquility, providing a welcome respite from the journey. I feel a sense of peace settling within me, a feeling of being perfectly at ease in this new environment. This waterfront hotel room is more than just accommodation. It is a sanctuary of calm and quiet beauty. It is a space that invites relaxation and reflection, perfectly aligning with the peaceful rhythm of Stockholm. I unpack my bag slowly, placing my belongings in the designated spaces, feeling a sense of settling in and making this temporary space my own. For the days ahead, this room will be my haven, a peaceful base from which to explore the calm waters and gentle atmosphere of Stockholm. I feel a sense of quiet anticipation for the explorations that await. Chapter 4. A Royal Garden. Leaving the quiet serenity of my hotel room, I step out into the Stockholm air, feeling a gentle breeze against my face as I begin my exploration of the city. My destination for this morning is Kungsträdgården, the King's Garden, a place I understand to be a beloved green space in the heart of Stockholm. The walk there is pleasant, taking me along sidewalks lined with elegant buildings and past glimpses of shimmering water. The sounds of the city are present, but they remain muted, a soft hum rather than a loud clamor. A sense of anticipation builds within me as I approach the garden, eager to experience this urban oasis. Entering Kungsträdgården, I am immediately struck by the sense of openness and light that pervades the space. The garden stretches out before me, a wide expanse of green surrounded by trees and buildings, creating a haven within the urban landscape. The air here feels noticeably fresher, carrying the scent of blooming flowers and freshly cut grass. People stroll along the paths, sit on benches, or gather in small groups, all enjoying the tranquility of the garden. A feeling of peaceful conviviality permeates the atmosphere, a shared appreciation for this green space. My feet crunch softly on the gravel paths as I wander deeper into the garden, taking in the details that surround me. Rows of cherry trees, their blossoms a delicate shade of pink, line some of the walkways, creating a canopy of gentle color. Flower beds burst with vibrant blooms, showcasing a variety of colors and shapes that delight the eye. The sounds of birdsong fill the air, a cheerful melody that adds to the garden's peaceful ambience. Benches are placed strategically throughout, inviting moments of rest and quiet observation. I find a vacant bench beneath the shade of a large tree and settle down, allowing myself to simply be present in this moment. The gentle warmth of the sun filters through the leaves above, dappling the ground with shifting patterns of light and shadow. The soft breeze rustles the leaves, creating a soothing whisper that blends with the sounds of the city. Around me, people are engaged in quiet activities, reading, sketching, or simply watching the world go by. There is a shared sense of calm and unhurriedness in the garden. Observing the people around me, I notice a relaxed and unpretentious atmosphere. Children chase pigeons across the open spaces, their laughter light and carefree, adding a touch of joyful energy. Elderly couples stroll hand in hand along the paths, their pace slow and deliberate, savoring the simple pleasure of being together in nature. Individuals sit lost in thought, finding solace and quietude within the garden's embrace. Kungsträdgården seems to be a space for everyone, a democratic haven of peace in the midst of the city. Closing my eyes for a moment, I focus on the sensory details that envelop me. The gentle warmth of the sun on my skin, the soft breeze on my face, the subtle fragrance of flowers carried on the air. The distant murmur of city sounds blends with the closer sounds of bird song and rustling leaves, creating a harmonious soundscape. A feeling of deep relaxation washes over me, a sense of being grounded in the present moment. The garden offers a sanctuary for the senses, a place to simply be and breathe. Opening my eyes again, I gaze across the garden, appreciating the simple beauty and tranquility that it provides. Kungsträdgården is more than just a green space. It is a refuge, a place for respite and rejuvenation within the urban environment. The garden embodies a sense of calm and understated beauty, reflecting the gentle spirit I am beginning to perceive in Stockholm itself. I linger on the bench a while longer, soaking in the peaceful atmosphere before continuing my exploration of this serene city. Chapter 5. The Fika Ritual. Leaving the peaceful king's garden, a gentle curiosity guides me towards experiencing a quintessential Swedish custom, the cherished tradition of fika. I recall hearing about fika as more than just a coffee break. It is a moment for social connection, a pause in the day to savor simple pleasures and companionship. Wandering through the charming streets, I look for a cafe that seems inviting, hoping to immerse myself in this cultural ritual. The air carries the subtle aroma of freshly baked goods and brewing coffee, further enticing me to find the perfect spot for my fika experience. A sense of gentle anticipation accompanies me as I search for a cafe that resonates with the tranquil atmosphere of Stockholm. Rounding a corner, my gaze falls upon a cozy-looking cafe, its windows displaying an array of delectable pastries and freshly brewed coffee. Soft light spills out from within, illuminating the interior and creating a warm, inviting ambiance on the sidewalk. Through the window, I observe people seated at small tables, engaged in relaxed conversations, sipping coffee, and enjoying pastries. The atmosphere inside seems calm and unhurried, reflecting the gentle pace of life I am starting to appreciate in Stockholm. This cafe appears to be exactly the kind of place to experience an authentic Swedish fika moment. Stepping inside the cafe, I am greeted by a warm and welcoming atmosphere filled with the comforting aroma of coffee and cinnamon. The interior is decorated in a simple yet charming style, with light wood furniture and soft lighting, creating a cozy environment. A gentle murmur of conversation fills the air, a pleasant background hum that adds to the overall relaxed ambiance without being overwhelming. I approach the counter, observing the tempting display of pastries, from cinnamon buns to delicate cakes, each appearing freshly baked and artfully presented. The choices are abundant, each promising a delightful accompaniment to a cup of coffee. Ordering at the counter, I request a kaff och kanelbulle, as I believe cinnamon bun is a classic choice for fika, and the barista responds with a warm smile and a nod. The process is unhurried and efficient, reflecting the calm and polite interactions I have observed so far in Stockholm. Taking my coffee and pastry, I find a small, unoccupied table near the window, offering a view of the street outside and the gentle flow of people passing by. Settling into my seat, I place the steaming coffee and fragrant cinnamon bun on the table, feeling a sense of quiet contentment. The aroma of the cinnamon bun is wonderfully enticing, a sweet and spicy fragrance that fills the air around me. I take a moment to admire its swirl shape and golden brown crust, appreciating the artistry of this simple yet comforting pastry. Taking a sip of the freshly brewed coffee, I savor the rich, smooth taste and the warmth that spreads through me. The combination of the warm coffee and the sweet cinnamon bun feels perfectly balanced, creating a comforting and satisfying sensation. This moment feels like a small indulgence, a gentle pause in the day to appreciate simple sensory pleasures. Around me, I observe other patrons enjoying their fika, noticing the relaxed and social atmosphere of the cafe. Friends are chatting and laughing softly. Couples are sharing pastries, and individuals are reading books or simply gazing out the window. There is a sense of unhurried enjoyment in the air, a collective appreciation for this moment of pause and connection. Fika appears to be more than just a refreshment break. It is a social ritual, a time for gentle interaction and shared enjoyment. It seems to embody the Swedish value of taking time for simple pleasures and human connection. Savoring the last bite of the cinnamon bun and the last sip of my coffee, I feel a sense of gentle satisfaction and contentment. The Fika experience has been more than just a pleasant break. It has provided a small window into Swedish culture and values. The unhurried pace, the emphasis on simple pleasures, and the importance of social connection are all subtly communicated through this ritual. Leaving the cafe, I carry with me a sense of warmth and tranquility, appreciating the gentle rhythm of Stockholm and the comforting tradition of Fika. This simple moment has enriched my understanding of the city and its people in a quiet, profound way. Chapter 6: A Food Hall Experience. With a sense of gentle curiosity still lingering from my Fika experience, I decide to explore another facet of Stockholm's daily life, a visit to a local food hall. I have heard about Östermalmshallen, a renowned food hall known for its quality and variety of Swedish culinary offerings, and it seems like the perfect place to further immerse myself in the city's culture. The idea of wandering through stalls filled with local produce, fresh seafood, and artisanal foods appeals to my senses and my desire for gentle exploration. I anticipate a sensory experience, a chance to observe the everyday rhythms of Stockholm and perhaps sample some regional delicacies. The prospect of discovering the tastes and aromas of Sweden in this setting fills me with quiet anticipation. Making my way towards Östermalmshallen, I stroll along the wide sidewalks, enjoying the fresh air and the glimpses of sunlight reflecting off the water. The architecture around me is elegant and substantial, reflecting a sense of history and prosperity, yet maintaining an understated charm. The sounds of the city are present, but muted, a gentle hum of activity rather than an overwhelming rush. I observe people going about their day, their movements calm and purposeful, their interactions polite and reserved. Stockholm continues to exude an atmosphere of tranquility and quiet sophistication as I approach my destination. Entering Östermalmshallen, I step into a grand hall, its high ceilings and arched windows creating a sense of spaciousness and light. The atmosphere inside is vibrant and bustling, yet maintains a sense of order and calm, unlike the chaotic energy of some markets I have visited before. The air is filled with a medley of enticing aromas, from the fresh scent of seafood and smoked fish to the savory smells of cooked meats and cheeses. My eyes are drawn to the numerous stalls, each displaying a colorful array of food products, meticulously arranged and beautifully presented. The scene is a feast for the senses, a visual and olfactory tapestry of Swedish culinary delights. I begin to wander through the aisles, allowing my senses to guide me as I observe the diverse offerings at each stall. Displays of glistening fresh seafood from prawns and crayfish to various types of herring catch my eye with their vibrant colors and textures. Nearby, Stalls overflow with local cheeses, their aromas rich and varied, ranging from mild and creamy to sharp and pungent. The sight of freshly baked breads, from dark rye loaves to crusty sourdoughs, fills me with a comforting sense of warmth. Everywhere I look, there are carefully curated displays of high-quality ingredients, showcasing the bounty of Swedish produce. Stopping at a stall specializing in Swedish delicacies, my attention is drawn to a selection of pickled herring in various marinades and flavors. The vendor, a friendly woman with a warm smile, offers me a small sample of a dill-cured herring, explaining its traditional preparation and local origins. I accept the sample, savoring the delicate flavor and the subtle tanginess of the herring, appreciating the freshness and quality of the ingredients. A brief and pleasant exchange ensues with the vendor about the different types of herring and their place in Swedish cuisine. This small interaction adds a human touch to the sensory exploration of the food hall. Continuing my exploration, I notice stalls offering reindeer and elk meat, smoked sausages, and artisanal mustards, showcasing the more rustic and regional aspects of Swedish food culture. The aromas are rich and savory, hinting at hearty and flavorful dishes. Other stalls display colorful fruits and vegetables, locally sourced and beautifully arranged, reflecting the seasonal produce of the region. The food hall provides a comprehensive overview of Swedish gastronomy, from the fresh ingredients to the prepared delicacies, offering a taste of the country's culinary heritage. The sheer variety and quality of the offerings are truly impressive and captivating. Leaving Östermalmshallen, I step back out into the Stockholm air, carrying with me a sense of sensory satisfaction and a deeper appreciation for Swedish culinary traditions. The food hall experience has been a delightful immersion into the tastes and aromas of the region, a gentle exploration of local culture through food. The calm and orderly atmosphere of the hall, combined with the vibrant displays of fresh produce, has created a soothing and enriching experience. This visit has added another layer to my understanding of Stockholm, revealing its commitment to quality, tradition, and understated elegance, even within the bustling environment of a food market. Chapter 7. Exploring Gamla Stan. As the afternoon gently progresses, casting a warm golden light over the city, I decide to venture into Gamla Stan, Stockholm's captivating old town. I am drawn to explore its historic streets and absorb the atmosphere of a place that holds centuries of stories within its walls. The prospect of wandering through narrow cobblestone alleyways and admiring the colorful facades of ancient buildings fills me with a quiet sense of anticipation. I imagine the whispers of history echoing in the old stones, and I am eager to experience the unique charm that Gamla Stan promises to offer. The late afternoon light seems perfect for capturing the essence of this historic district in its most gentle and inviting form. Walking towards Gamla Stan, I cross one of the bridges that connect the islands of Stockholm, pausing for a moment to appreciate the panoramic view of the city. The water below reflects the soft hues of the sky, creating a shimmering mirror that stretches out towards the horizon. Boats glide gracefully across the waterways, leaving gentle ripples in their wakes, their movements adding to the serene rhythm of the scene. The air is still and calm, carrying a faint scent of the sea, and a hint of wood smoke from distant chimneys. A feeling of tranquility washes over me as I observe the harmonious blend of city and water surrounding Gamla Stan. Entering Gamla Stan feels like stepping back in time, the atmosphere shifting immediately as I walk onto the cobblestone streets. The narrow alleyways wind and curve, lined with tall, slender buildings painted in rich, warm colors like ochre, rust, and deep red. The cobblestones beneath my feet are worn smooth by centuries of footsteps, each stone holding a silent testament to the passage of time. The sounds of the city become muffled here, replaced by a softer ambiance, a gentle murmur of voices and the distant chime of church bells. A sense of history and timelessness permeates the air, enveloping me in its quiet embrace. I stroll along the main street Vasterlanggatan, observing the shops that line the way, their windows displaying a variety of traditional crafts, souvenirs, and local goods. The pace here is slower, more relaxed than in the modern parts of the city, encouraging a leisurely exploration of the surroundings. Tourists and locals alike wander through the streets, their voices blending into a soft hum of activity, yet maintaining a respectful quietude. The atmosphere is charming and unhurried, inviting me to slow down and appreciate the details of this historic quarter. A sense of gentle curiosity guides my footsteps as I delve deeper into the heart of Gamla Stan. Turning off the main street, I venture into the quieter side streets and alleyways, discovering hidden courtyards and secluded corners. The buildings here are even older, their facades displaying intricate details and weathered textures that speak of their long history. Window boxes overflow with colorful flowers, adding splashes of vibrancy to the aged stonework and muted colors of the buildings. The shadows lengthen as the sun begins to descend, casting intriguing patterns across the cobblestones and enhancing the sense of mystery and old-world charm. A feeling of peaceful discovery accompanies me as I explore these less trodden paths. Pausing in a small square, Stortorget, I admire the iconic, colorful buildings that surround it, their facades leaning slightly with age, creating a picturesque and slightly whimsical scene. The square is steeped in history, the site of significant events from Stockholm's past, and I can almost feel the echoes of those bygone days resonating in the stones. The air here is still and quiet, despite the presence of other visitors, as if everyone is collectively holding their breath in respect for the history that surrounds them. A sense of reverence and contemplation settles over me as I take in the beauty and historical significance of this central square. As evening approaches, the light softens further, bathing Gamla Stan in a warm golden glow that enhances its romantic and timeless atmosphere. Lanterns begin to flicker on, casting gentle pools of light onto the cobblestone streets and creating an even more intimate and enchanting ambiance. The sounds of the city diminish further, replaced by a quiet stillness that descends as the day transitions into night. Exploring Gamla Stan at this hour feels particularly special, a chance to experience its magic in its most tranquil and captivating form. I continue my slow wander, allowing the history and beauty of this old town to gently envelop me. Chapter 8: Island Serenity. Leaving behind the historic charm of Gamla Stan, I decide to seek out a different kind of tranquility, venturing to one of Stockholm's many islands by ferry. Djurgården comes to mind, known for its parks, gardens, and waterside paths, promising a gentle escape into nature within easy reach of the city. The idea of being surrounded by water and greenery, breathing in the fresh sea air, feels incredibly appealing after a day of urban exploration. I imagine the ferry ride itself will be a calming experience, a gentle transition from the city bustle to island peace. A sense of quiet anticipation builds as I make my way to the ferry terminal, eager to embrace the serenity of island life. Approaching the ferry terminal, I can already feel a subtle shift in the atmosphere, a sense of spaciousness and a hint of sea air mingling with the city scents. The sounds of traffic seem to recede, replaced by the gentle lapping of water against the docks and the distant cries of seabirds overhead. The sight of the ferries gliding smoothly across the water, connecting the city to its island havens, is inherently calming and reassuring. There is an unhurried rhythm to the ferry movements, a gentle coming and going that reflects the pace of island life. I purchase a ticket and board a ferry headed towards Djurgården, feeling a sense of gentle excitement for the journey ahead. Setting off from the dock, the ferry glides effortlessly across the water, leaving the city skyline receding behind us, and the view expands to encompass the vastness of the archipelago. The air becomes noticeably fresher and cleaner, carrying the invigorating scent of salt and sea vegetation. The water is a deep blue-green, reflecting the sky and the surrounding islands, its surface rippling gently in the afternoon breeze. I watch as we pass smaller islands dotted with colorful houses and lush greenery, each one a picture of peaceful isolation. A feeling of calm expansiveness washes over me as I observe the tranquil water landscape unfolding around the ferry. Standing on the ferry deck, I feel the gentle breeze against my face and the sun's warmth on my skin, allowing the sensory experience to fully envelop me. The rhythmic motion of the ferry, combined with the vastness of the water and sky, creates a sense of peaceful detachment from the everyday concerns. The sounds are softened here, the gentle hum of the ferry engine blending with the lapping of waves against the hull and the cries of seagulls circling above. Closing my eyes for a moment, I simply breathe deeply, inhaling the fresh sea air and letting the calming rhythm of the water soothe my mind. This journey is already proving to be a restorative escape from the urban environment. Arriving at Djurgården, I disembark and step onto solid ground, immediately noticing the even more pronounced sense of tranquility here. The air is filled with the scent of pine trees and damp earth, a distinctly natural aroma that replaces the city smells. Paths wind through leafy parks and alongside the water's edge, inviting leisurely strolls and peaceful exploration. The sounds are dominated by nature here, the rustling of leaves in the breeze, the chirping of birds, and the gentle lapping of waves on the shoreline. A profound sense of calm pervades the island atmosphere, a welcome respite from the urban pace. Following a path that leads along the water, I walk at a slow, unhurried pace, observing the details of the island landscape. Sunlight filters through the trees, casting dappled shadows on the path and illuminating patches of wildflowers blooming along the edges. The water is incredibly clear, and I can see the smooth stones and seaweed beneath the surface, creating a sense of pristine, natural beauty. Small boats bob gently in the water, their masts swaying rhythmically in the breeze, adding to the tranquil scene. The serenity of this island setting is palpable, inviting a deep sense of inner peace. Finding a secluded spot on a rocky outcrop overlooking the water, I sit down and simply gaze out at the expansive view. The sun begins to descend towards the horizon, painting the sky with soft hues of orange, pink, and lavender, reflected beautifully on the water's surface. The air is still and quiet, carrying a sense of profound peacefulness as the day gently fades into evening. Watching the sunset over the calm waters of Djurgården, I feel a deep sense of serenity and gratitude for this moment of island tranquility. This peaceful interlude is a perfect ending to a day of gentle exploration in Stockholm. Chapter 9. Preparing to leave. Returning to my hotel room, I step back into the familiar calm of the space, a sense of quiet contentment settling within me as I close the door behind. The room welcomes me back with its understated elegance and peaceful ambience, a haven of tranquility I have come to appreciate during my stay in Stockholm. The soft, natural light still filters through the sheer curtains, casting a gentle glow across the room, creating a serene and inviting atmosphere. A sense of gratitude washes over me for the peaceful respite this space has provided, a perfect complement to the gentle rhythm of the city. Now, with a touch of gentle melancholy, I begin to prepare for my departure, knowing that my time in Stockholm is drawing to a close. Moving with a deliberate slowness, I open my suitcase and begin the process of packing, each action performed with a mindful awareness. Folding my clothes carefully, I place them into the suitcase, recalling the moments when I wore each garment during my explorations of Stockholm. The textures of the fabrics bring back subtle memories. The soft wool of a sweater worn in Kungsträdgården, the crisp cotton of a shirt during my wander through Gamla Stan. Each item packed is a small reminder of the experiences I have accumulated, tangible links to the places I have visited and the moments I have savored. The act of packing becomes a quiet ritual of reflection and gentle closure. As I pack, my thoughts drift back over the days spent in Stockholm, a gentle tapestry of peaceful moments and sensory impressions. The calm waters surrounding the city, the way they reflect the sky and create a sense of serenity, come vividly to mind. I remember the tranquility of Kungsträdgården, the gentle breeze rustling through the leaves, and the vibrant colors of the flower beds. The comforting aroma of coffee and cinnamon buns from my Fika experience lingers in my memory, a reminder of the simple pleasures of Swedish daily life. Gamla Stan's cobblestone streets and colorful buildings appear in my mind's eye, whispering tales of history and timeless charm. The serene beauty of Djurgården Island also resurfaces in my thoughts. The fresh sea air, the gentle lapping of waves, and the breathtaking sunset over the water. Each place I visited in Stockholm has contributed to an overall feeling of calm and peacefulness, a gentle rhythm that has resonated deeply within me. The understated elegance of the city, its commitment to design and functionality, and the quiet politeness of its people have all created a harmonious and soothing environment. Stockholm has offered a different kind of energy, a tranquil vibrancy that feels both refreshing and grounding. These memories, these gentle impressions, will remain with me as I continue my journey. Looking around the hotel room one last time, I appreciate the simple beauty and functional elegance of the Scandinavian design that defines the space. The clean lines, the light wood, the muted colors, all contribute to the sense of calm and order that I have found so appealing. The large windows that offered views of the canal now reflect the soft interior light, casting a warm glow over the room as the evening deepens. I take a moment to absorb the peaceful atmosphere of the room one last time, feeling a sense of gratitude for its quiet comfort and restorative ambiance. This space has been a perfect sanctuary, enhancing the tranquil nature of my Stockholm visit. Closing my suitcase, I feel a quiet sense of completion, a gentle acknowledgement that this chapter of my journey is coming to an end. There is no sadness in this departure, only a peaceful acceptance of the cyclical nature of travel and exploration. I know that the calmness and serenity I have experienced in Stockholm will accompany me on my onward journey, becoming a part of my inner landscape. The gentle rhythm of this city, its quiet beauty and understated elegance have left a lasting impression, a soothing resonance that I will carry with me. I am ready to say farewell to Stockholm, carrying its peace within me as I prepare for the next destination. Before leaving the room, I take one final look around, ensuring everything is in order, reflecting the quiet efficiency I have observed throughout Stockholm. The room is exactly as I found it, a testament to the understated orderliness that seems to permeate Swedish culture. With a gentle exhale, I pick up my suitcase, feeling a sense of lightness and peaceful readiness for the journey ahead. It is time to depart from this haven of tranquility, carrying the calm waters of Stockholm within my heart as I step out into the city for the final time before boarding the Wanderer. Tomorrow the train will carry me onward, but the peace of Stockholm will remain. Chapter 10. The Departure. Leaving the hotel early this morning, I step out into the Stockholm air, noticing a crisp coolness that signals the start of a new day. The city is still waking, the streets quiet with only a gentle hum of early morning activity beginning to stir around me. The sky is a soft, pale blue, promising a day of gentle sunshine, and the air feels clean and invigorating as I breathe deeply. Walking towards the central station, I observe the city slowly coming to life, the pace unhurried and peaceful even in these early hours. A sense of quiet farewell fills me as I make my way towards the Wanderer, ready for the next leg of my journey. Arriving at the station, I easily locate the Wanderer, waiting patiently on the platform, a familiar and comforting sight amidst the modern station architecture. Boarding the train feels like returning home, a sense of warmth and familiarity enveloping me as I step back into my carriage. The plush seats, the wood paneling, and the soft light filtering through the windows create an immediate sense of tranquility and ease. Settling into my usual seat by the window, I place my belongings around me, feeling a sense of being anchored once again in this mobile sanctuary. The gentle rhythm of the train already seems to be calling me back into its peaceful embrace. As the train begins to move, a soft, almost imperceptible motion at first, I watch as Stockholm Central Station slowly recedes from view outside the window. The platform gradually slips away, and the buildings of the city start to glide past, creating a sense of gentle motion and departure. Looking out, I catch glimpses of familiar landmarks, the modern architecture blending with the older structures, all bathed in the soft morning light. The city unfolds in a series of fleeting images, a final visual farewell to the places I have explored during my stay. A quiet sense of peaceful closure settles within me as the wanderer begins to gather speed. Reflecting on my time in Stockholm, the phrase "calm waters" resonates deeply, encapsulating the essence of this serene city. Water has been a constant presence throughout my visit, shaping the landscape, influencing the atmosphere, and defining the very character of Stockholm. The waterways, canals, and archipelago have provided a sense of tranquility and spaciousness, creating a unique urban environment where nature and city coexist harmoniously. The gentle lapping of waves, the shimmering reflections on the water's surface, and the fresh sea air have all contributed to a feeling of profound calmness. Stockholm's relationship with water has been a defining element of its peaceful charm. Beyond the physical presence of water, the gentle atmosphere of Stockholm has been equally impactful, permeating every aspect of my experience. The understated elegance of the city's design, the quiet politeness of its people, and the unhurried pace of daily life have all contributed to a pervasive sense of tranquility. There is a quiet orderliness to Stockholm, a sense of calm competence and peaceful efficiency that feels both soothing and reassuring. The atmosphere is one of understated sophistication and genuine warmth, creating a truly relaxing and restorative environment. This gentle ambiance has been a constant companion throughout my Stockholm sojourn. What I appreciate most about Stockholm is its harmonious blend of natural beauty and sophisticated urban living, all underscored by a pervasive sense of calmness. The city's commitment to design, functionality, and understated elegance, combined with its abundant green spaces and tranquil waterways, creates a unique and appealing environment. The emphasis on simple pleasures, the appreciation for quiet moments, and the respect for personal space all resonate deeply with my own sensibilities. Stockholm has offered a peaceful interlude, a chance to experience a different rhythm of life, and a gentle reminder of the beauty of understated serenity. These impressions will linger long after I have departed. Now, as the wanderer steadily carries me onward, leaving Stockholm receding into the distance, I carry with me the essence of this calm and gentle city. The peaceful waters, the fresh air, and the serene atmosphere will remain as a quiet memory, a source of inner tranquility as I continue my journey. The gentle rhythm of Stockholm has become a part of my own pace, a soothing influence that will accompany me to new destinations. Looking ahead, I feel a sense of peaceful anticipation for the next chapter, knowing that the calm waters of Stockholm have enriched my journey in subtle and profound ways. The gentle exploration continues, carrying the peace of Stockholm within.